Let's get into it. Sobeys Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week. This week, drink of the week. We've got Clink Beverage in today, and Karli joining us. Karli, welcome. Thank you for coming in. Thanks for driving on out to the West End here.
Yeah.
How's Friday morning going for you?
It is fabulous. Yeah. Thanks for having me. I know you guys normally talk beers with dudes with beers. So
Dudes
nice.
with
This is
beers.
awesome.
Well, yeah, so that's actually one of the first questions I got to ask, like, because this segment started years ago as for craft beers and how much that business has grown and boomed with craft beers in across the world, but here in Alberta.
Yeah.
But I feel like we're seeing a lot of, I don't know, is it still considered craft other drinks, like cocktails and things like that? Have you noticed like this big a boom of people going in other ways beyond beers for?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. No, I mean, even there's lots of breweries that are now playing around with different cocktails. But you're seeing, I think people are getting tired of just the regular like coolers, and there's so much, the really sweet coolers and the nudes and the seltzers are kind of, people are getting tired of drinking beer, so there's just lots of space to play in. So yeah, lots of different stuff.
I'm big in the seltzers game, so I'm very excited about these today.
Yeah, good.
I'm one of those that they're just much more refreshing to me.
Yeah.
And they go down very well. Tell us about Clink and how this all started.
Yeah, so Clink started, I'm from Edmonton. My best friend's from Calgary. She's born and raised in Edmonton, though, so still a diehard Oilers fan. So that works out. So we kind of, really it started with this guy here where everybody likes mimosas. People like to drink lots of mimosas whenever. And there was no mimosas in a can. And so we kind of figured hey, how can it be so popular and not actually in a can? So we're like, well, why not? Like, let's try and do that. And then as we talked more about the brand, we really got into this idea of like clinking and cheersing and that whole cool thing of like everybody does it and what does that mean? And then the more we talked about the clink and the cheers and that kind of connection, champagne came out of it. And so we thought there's so much fun space to play with different champagne cocktails and have fun there. So this is kind of the beginning of that. So we've got the mimosa and the raspberry limoncello, and that's where it kind of came out of. And so now it's just about this shared experience and this clinking and having fun, putting it in a can, drinking.
And you've got it. So you've got cocktails as well as you've got mocktails.
Yeah. So, I mean, the neat thing was that the more we talked about what clinking and cheersing was about, it was more about that shared experience and that kind of connection everybody has and what's more, inclusive than making sure that everyone's got something to drink. And especially now it's really hard to ignore the non-alcoholic scene. There's a pile more people not drinking. And so we really wanted something that tasted as good. So we tried to make the same version. We can try today and see if you guys even can tell the difference. But
I'd like to do that.
And I'm glad you raised that about, the younger people. Certainly my generation drank a lot more, and that's got to be challenging in the business you're in to try and live in both worlds.
Yeah, definitely. Because, there are people that there's still obviously occasions I like to drink. People like to drink.
Yeah.
And there's people that don't. And so being able to have that option for both people. But I think that people are also tired of drinking, like soda and lime juice. And there's a lot of different non-alcoholic things there's some great non-alcoholic beers, but in terms of cocktails, there's not tons. So we've really tried to make these feel like there's something special and they can kind of still join in the party, but don't really drink if they don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw something just yesterday that Gen Z, or the young generation, they're drinking less than any other generation before. Like they're just not getting into drinking the alcohol part. So,
I think it's too expensive.
Yes, there's that.
That may
as
be
well.
part of it, but it's also that it just seems like they don't go and always just go want to drink the alcohol part of it. But you've got so many people who just love the non-alcoholics, and the selection of non-alcoholic options that are out there are incredible. Also, so you guys are female founded.
Yep.
How cool is that to know that you guys are, this is being run by women? I feel like it seems like it's maybe a little bit more of a male dominated area a little bit.
For sure.
Craft beer. So being able to be fully female founded.
Yeah, that's really fun. We kind of you forget ourselves and then you kind of look back and sometimes we'll be in certain rooms where it's like, oh, there's so much there's not a lot of women here doing this. And so it's really great, especially to do with a friend and female founded's awesome. Alberta made also good too.
Can't go wrong with that. So let's try.
Right,
I feel like we should try both at the same time. So we've got The Raspberry Limoncello and the Mimosa Vodka Cocktails as well. They're in the mocktails. So you can get them in both.
Yeah, you can get them in both.
Which one should we start with?
Well, let's start with the one that's on. This is the one that's actually the feature, but let's start with the one that kind of created the whole thing is the mimosa. So this is our best crack at putting a true mimosa in a can. So we use real juice, no artificial sweeteners, no stevia, no aspartame, anything like that. Tried to keep it as close to a real. What's that? Yeah.
Oh,
he's not one to say no to that. He's not one to say no.
Drooling, looking at me. You are welcome. Yeah. So again, try to keep it like not sweet. We really, really wanted it to be something not only that you could have a whole bunch of. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to the Edmonton Elks this weekend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, best.
Oh, that is nice.
Pretty crushable.
Well, that is good.
It is crushable. That is a perfect mimosa.
Yeah, it's great.
That just seems like a Saturday, Sunday. I'm having brunch right now.
Or
it's Friday,
like
golf course
at 8:45.
I know.
Like, sure, let's live ourselves.
Golf courses. This has been like it's a no-brainer on the golf course. So this is the.
And this is produced where?
We actually make it in Airdrie.
In Airdrie.
Yeah,
okay.
in Airdrie. Yeah. So this one, don't get this confused. Which is one. This is the non-alcoholic. Yes. This is mine. This is the non-alcoholic.
Non-alcohol. Okay, we're comparing taste here.
Yeah. This non-alcoholic actually won. It was a finalist in the Made in Alberta Awards. And we actually won an international non-alcoholic award for it.
I have a question.
Yes.
Where would I notice the difference? I can't.
Yeah.
But someone with a more refined palate would oh, I can tell. Could they, or are they just lying?
Well, I'm going to tell a really funny story. He'll probably kill me for telling you this, but I was just talking to a friend of mine, and he was on the golf course, and he was like, I love drinking. He got brought along in this golf tournament, had to be there in the morning, wanted some drinks. So he's like, I got there. They had Clink at the golf course. Mm-hmm. So he's like, I want to get my buzz on, crushed a couple of these things. So pumped. Beer cart girl comes around, grabs it again. And she's like, they're non-alcoholic, right? He was like, I had my buzz on, I swear.
Sure.
Yeah. So
I do have to ask about the design and the thought. Clearly, as you would expect, you have to put thought into how you present.
Definitely.
Right? And the look of it, because you're competing against all the other choices. And I mean, now when you go in, there's art on the can. So how did you guys arrive at this?
Yeah, well, that's a good point. I mean, you go look at any of the RTD sections with the, and there's tons of different designs. So many, like colorful and black and white. And if you look at some of the seltzers, lots of them went with kind of the white can. And so we really wanted something that stood out. Yeah. So I think the simplicity really helped. But, as we talked more about kind of different champagne cocktail flavors, there's really a bit of a retro vibe. So I think we really wanted something that was kind of simple, maybe a bit retro. I kind of give that nod to that era.
Any significance to the circles? Is that
bubbles?
There you go. Bubbles. I like that. So couldn't really tell the difference between mocktail cocktail. Yeah.
Maybe a bit in you could maybe feel a bit of the warmth, but yeah, the company that helped us put these together, which was amazing, helped us with a bit of a custom. We've got a custom Prosecco flavor, so I think that's really what helps make it taste like an actual cocktail and not just another cooler or pop or something.
How long does it take to go from idea in here to thing in can?
It was almost 2 years.
Wow.
Which we had planned for 6 months. Like we were like, no. It'll be like the steps seem so easy, but there's lots of changes and things that happen, and that was good.
Hashtag let's clink to that. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. And then that's the Instagram page as well.
Yeah, Instagram's
let's clink
to that. Yep, you can find us there.
Okay, so this is going to be.
This is the boozy. This is the Raspberry Limoncello. Okay. So this is the one that's actually the beverage of the week.
Beer of the week, $12.99. Sobeys Safeway Liquor. You can get it if you go check them out. I love it. It's crafts, crispy, bubbly, not too sweet cocktails and mocktails made for the moment that brings us together.
Awesome. Yeah, this one's and you can see the color too. This one was we really wanted to make sure that it had that kind of that raspberry, bit of that, limoncello, that good color. And this one's really good.
So clink to, who are we clinking to for this one? Who should we? Ike Howard signing with the Edmonton Oilers.
Sure. Let's.
Trav's loving Ike Howard. So
yeah. Oh, that is nice.
Yeah. And again, not too sweet.
Too. Yeah,
I really tried to keep it not too sweet.
Like that, again, you could have quite a few of these and you're feeling good, where it's like when you have those sweet ones, like, I can maybe do one or two and it's going to be too sugary for me at that point. Yeah. No, this one, you could have quite a few of these.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of sugar in it.
25 degrees. This is perfect.
You're great.
Yeah, because when this category, and I know things evolve over the years, like those early days, they were so sweet. You know, they were like, oh my God, they were overwhelming.
Yeah. And we did that. I mean, when you talk about the process, we cut the sugar and then we kicked it back again and was like, no, cut it in half. Oh,
really?
And so really, and like I said, there's no sweeteners or anything in it at all. Just a bit of real juice, a little bit of cane sugar, and tried to keep it, again, as crushable as possible. Have more than one.
I think you've accomplished that, I would say. Absolutely. Well, with that temps outside, like I just want to go sit in the sun right now and go drink these because it's perfect. Like that's what makes these drinks the best, is they are for the sun. And they're for all time, but they just add, there's a little extra.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is
the non-alcoholic version.
Oh, okay.
So now why would the color be a little different?
Well, so this is where we get into, and this, I mean, it's not ideal right now. But using real raspberry juice, you're just going to get a different look with some of the using natural juices will just change. So sometimes you'll get it where it might be a little bit pinker, but it shouldn't really change the taste.
The exact same to me.
They're made at the same time, using the same juice, same recipe. But when you're using those natural juices, like again, we're not using anything fake in there, so.
Yeah, I don't taste anything different.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah, and it's just, again, a nice option for people if you don't want to drink. Or I heard someone on one of your last shows call it zebra striping, which is becoming more popular, where, you might have 2 or 3 of these and then, have one that's non-alcoholic to be able to stretch it out and take a break and then go back to it if you want to. Or you don't want to stop drinking.
I've never thought of that.
Zebra striping. See what you learned today.
It's the new thing.
That actually is really brilliant too, though. Like let's say you want to go to a buddy's place, but you don't want to drink, because you want to
drink all night. Yeah, you could have a couple non-alcoholic.
I think of the non-alcoholics, though, when you're still drinking the same thing, if you're really enjoying that taste, and you don't have to go to I'm going to go get water. Wants to be that guy.
Yeah.
Get me a clink.
That is good.
Exactly.
Just keep clinking me all night.
Yeah.
But then you could go switch between the two. Well,
definitely.
Karli, really appreciate this. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for trying these. The stickers you brought, love these too. Day drinking only. And then I hate mimosas. JK, could you imagine? And no, I couldn't imagine. That is absolutely great. If people want more information on Clink, how can people go about finding more information on you guys?
Our website's clinkbeverageco.com, but you can, most of it's up to date on our Instagram page. You can check us out at, like you said, at Let's Clink to That. Check us out at Sobeys Safeway's got us. It's a really good deal this weekend. So
the ad says Raspberry Limoncello or Mimosa Vodka Cocktail, $12.99. So that's the deal that you can go get at Safeway and Sobeys Liquor. You have a chance to win a $50 GC to Safeway and Sobeys Liquor. Text us Clink Me. I was about to say, because it's usually beer me. No, nice. Clink Me. Text us Clink Me to 780-218-9999. You'll go into a draw for that $50 GC to Sobeys and Safeway Liquor. Once again, thank you for coming in. It was very nice meeting you.
Thanks for having me.
This is the awkward moment where... Oh, you play the jingle? Okay, that works out. That makes this less awkward. Perfect.
And
thanks, Trev.
Get out of the way, right? Yeah.